Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, we'll take few minutes to understand how we can bring the wisdom to ourselves, apply this all the practice to our day-to-day life. Because when it comes to Buddhism, there are main three kind of pillars develop these teachings. So there are three reasons that around us help this Dharma to cultivate ourselves. One is, as a human being in this very life, you have to find the happiness, success. You have to gain your best in this very life. It's nothing to do with your next life. It's completely about this life. As a human being, you have to get your best. Another one is, by the time when you die, if you're born in another place, you have to find a better place than where you are. So you have to be a better person when you born. You cannot go to a lower level. You stay here as a human being. After you die, you cannot go lower existence. You have to go to a higher existence. Another thing is, by the time in this journey of samsara, if you look for exit, if you think, oh, this is enough for me, I have done this, there should be a way for you to end this entire journey. See, sometimes even in our conventional life, we get tired about things. We know this is enough for me, but we have no capability to get out of the situation. Even sometimes the work, you're just an ordinary life sometimes. And even you go for an event, You don't want to be there. And then you think, oh, this is horrible. I want to get out of it. But there's no way. You are just trapped there. So the same thing happened in our samsara also, in our deeper inside us. Even when we look for freedom or exit, we cannot find. It's kind of like you trap in the middle of the heavy traffic jam on a freeway. You cannot back up. You cannot move forward. You cannot find an exit. You're just there. You have to be there. No options. So sometimes our life the same. So before the Buddha, people had so much struggle to find the real exit out of this all. And they attain to the samadhi or many level of mental states and thinking, this is the end, this is the end. So then the Buddha came to this world and explained and gave the teachings and show the path, how you can really 100%. It is just not the mental imagination. How you can really find the end. That is what called the Nibbana. So through this teaching, through this practice, it takes us to that journey. So then ourselves, we have to know. Somehow you have to find these 3 benefits. So in the very first level, it is step by step. In the very first level, you have to gain as a human being where you are and find the comfort and be 100% as who you are. So this meditation will help for you to become like that way. And from there, so whatever your bodily, verbally, and mentally actions you perform, it will bring certain kind of result to have the comfort in this very lifetime, and it will create certain kind of reactions, feedback to find your next place comfortable. And at the same time, it will uplift you, just not only the journey, it will uplift you to see beyond the experience. So when you practice this meditation, how that ability come to you? So you just start to observe the inhalation, exhalation. So this is the key point. In our conventional life with our ordinary practice, this is a method, it's called to and through. Remember this, to and through. So when we practice our conventional life, as you know, it's a goal-oriented mindset we have. Winning, goal-oriented mindset. That is why I create the go and getter habit. So our main purpose is sometimes to reach to something. So that is the lifestyle we call towards something. So it's like this. When you start to look into this, your eyes become very limited to this very surface level. Because once you look into this, you become satisfied with the outside layer. So that is our conventional life. Just so, if I say, look at this, then your eyes will stop on the surface level. But if I say to you, look through this, entire your cognition, your awareness, the behavior, everything going to react in a different way. Look at this, look through this. It's two different way of seeing. So it called the method to and through. So very conventional life. We always get into things, towards something that when you reach to that, you become comfortable. But get into something, get through something is totally different. So to the Buddha, there are many names. And there is the name called Tathagata. So the very meaning of the Tathagata is the person who went through, not went to. But we are mostly, we went to there, we went to here, we just go to the place and, we just touch the outside. But the beauty with the practice, meditation, it allows you to go through. So when you go through, even you pass the finish line, but when you go to, you stop from the finish line. And there is a special skills come to you. When you start to go through, what happens? You don't look for finish line. But still you go passing it, but you don't look for finish line. But in day-to-day life, with our intentions, desires, we become very limited to outside layers. And then once we reach to that, we stop there. That is where the clinging happening, holding happening. And that is where we become very limited to experience. And we cannot go beyond the experience. The experience become your memory. So once it becomes your memory, what happens? It becomes sanskar or the cankers, mental formations, and then we'll build our life on it. But when you start to go through something, you don't have any holding nature. You are not harboring to any experience on the way. Why? Because once you harbor to something, you stop the journey. You stop seeing. So then when you observe the inhalation, exhalation, that is the skill happening in you. Even though you come to the sensation, you keep observing. It's a deeper, very, very sharp mental twist happening in you when you observe the sensation of inhalation, exhalation. So what is happening? You're not going to become very limited towards towards this outside layer. You gain a different skill to go through the sensation. That is what you need. That make you more and more cultivated person inside yourself with the wisdom. Because in day-to-day life, this is what happening. Once you're able to go through, this is what happens. Maybe just imagine, somebody come and tell you, oh, that person blamed me. So that means that person hold it to that outside layer. So it is the kind of like just the event happen and it's concrete situation. That person hold that. That's right. Oh, that person blamed to me. Gave a hard time, hit me. So like that. But when you hear, you're not going to stop on the top of that incident. You have ability to go through. And if you stop on the outside layer, this is what happens. When somebody come and tell, oh, that person blamed me. Then right away, maybe you think, oh, it is not good. He's bad. But so that is, you stop on the incident. Your mind have no capability to go through it. You stuck there. But when someone come and tell, oh, that person blamed me, if you have ability to go through it, you're going to ask why. Because that opened the place for you to get into it. You ask, you don't going to hold it to, oh, it's really, that is not good. That is so like that. You start to ask why. Because you don't care that on the blame. You want to go beyond it. So like that in day-to-day life. So whatever the situations happens, the most of time what is happening within us, we hold it to this outside layer. And then we already learn, this is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. What we know, not our knowledge. The most of the things that we know, even deeply, sometimes that whatever our feelings or the emotions even, not really what we see. We learn it from somebody. We heard it from somewhere. We saw it from another. And then we can just keep follow. That's the very nature of this conventional life. But the meditation allow you to not to stop there. But in the beginning, in the very first level, you have to touch that. And then when you go through it, you don't stop there. You go into it. And there is the very, very good video clip. 2008, I think. It somehow in the Beijing Olympic. I don't remember exactly the year. In the Beijing Olympic, this Michael Phelps, the swimmer, and he's swimming that it was a very tight race with somebody. And then this guy, another guy, and came together. It's a kind of like a, there's no gap. And this both going to kind of like, come to the final point. But the Michael Phelps won the race. And then later, a lot of people will saw this, the skill that he has. Because when he swim, the most of other swimmers, they try to touch the wall. They try to touch the wall to win, finish the game. But the Michael Phelps, he have a skill. He focusing beyond the wall. He trying to go through the wall. He don't want to stop the wall on the touching the wall. So that is a kind of a skill that he has. He developed mindset, because his end point is not just touching the wall. He go through the wall mentally, and it says that's why that skill brought him the winning. So see that even in any field, that you become somebody, you go beyond that another person. When you able to learn not to but through. So the meditation is a method. Deeply ourselves, we gain the skill, not just to settle down with the sensation. feelings, perception, thoughts, not to hold it to it. We learn to go through it. That is a beautiful skill that you can cultivate, develop in you. So try to give sometimes yourself. And then you will see when you go through a situation, you break down all the patterns, methods, the cultures, believing system, hierarchies, and everything. And then you have to have a strong, very clear, sharp mind to go through. So in the Buddha's teaching, through this meditation, develop that skill. So get into practice a little bit now. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body, please, and observe head to toes yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that wisdom in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations in front of your nose and upper lip area. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please, and find the sensation. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Also, may all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavatacha sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Imaya Dhammanudhamma Patipattiya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadhi Maranam Paribunjissami Idang me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless.